You've tuned in to Newsnight with Burt Lemon. And now, Burt Lemon.
Welcome to Newsnight with Burt Lemon. I'm Burt Lemon. Let's get right to it. At a stunning press conference today, the president announced that he plans to jump to the moon. In a statement made from the Oval Office, the president said that in the very near future, he plans to jump to the moon. Let's give it a listen.
I plan in the next very short amount of time to jump to the moon. This is something that I've been wanting to do, I've promised to do, and will beautifully do it.
Here now with comment is Today News analyst and host of Blue Nation with Steve West, Steve West.
Hello.
As well as former Republican Senator from Louisiana, Robert Cambridge.
Good evening.
So the president is planning to jump to the moon. Is this a good idea? Is this something that's even possible?
Well, it's neither a good idea nor possible.
Well, there you go. Just immediately dismissing the policies of the president because of your unmitigated partisan hate of him and all things even vaguely American.
Well, we'll get to you in a second, Senator.
This has nothing to do with partisan.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
No, it's literally impossible for a human being to jump to the moon.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Of course I know that. Everyone knows that.
So now you know better than the American people.
Please. This does raise an interesting point, Senator. Do you think it's possible for someone to jump to the moon?
Well, first off, I don't think that's what he's saying, is that he literally wants to jump to the moon under his own power. I mean, we have
Well, if I can interrupt on that point, there was a follow-up statement made by the president. Let's listen.
When I say that I'm going to jump to the moon, I mean that I'm literally going to jump to the moon under my own power.
Senator?
Well, look, the president likes to speak, and his straightforward, no-spin talking has enamored him with the American people, and we have to respect that.
But can he accomplish this? Can he literally jump to the moon?
Can he do what now?
Can he literally jump to the moon?
I don't want to talk about hypotheticals.
Well, this is something he says he's planning to do.
I wouldn't say that he's not able to jump to the moon.
It's a physical impossibility. No human could ever jump.
Look, I understand that Steve may not have the same kind of vision as the president does.
This is not about vision.
Well, that does raise a point. So to you, Steve, has anyone ever attempted to jump to the moon?
Has anyone ever attempted to jump to the... What do you mean?
Has anyone ever attempted to jump to the moon? And what would that attempt have looked like? Has there been a precedent?
It's not about precedent.
Are you denying he's the president?
Precedent.
Oh. So you don't know if anyone has tried it or even done it. Typical.
Of course I know if anyone has done it. No one has done it.
But to the senator's point, can you say that the president, or anyone for that matter, wouldn't not be able to jump to any celestial body?
Wouldn't not?
Not.
No, the president would not be able to jump to the moon.
Or anyone?
Or anyone. It's not a possible thing.
What about the sun?
Could the president jump to the sun?
Yes.
No.
You know, it's just disappointing and typical that there's such a self-assuredness coming across.
Well, to that point, Senator, what do you make of a potential moon jump, and what would the implications be?
How are we even talking about this?
Oh, we're talking about it, and the American people are talking about it. I think that if there's anything that this president has shown is that what he says is what he means, and what he means is what he does.
So he means that he's going to physically and literally jump to the moon.
Look, I don't think he means that.
You just said... Does he or does he not mean that he wants to jump from the Earth to the moon?
Well, I do know he did not say from the Earth.
Where else would he be jumping from?
No. I'm sure that Bert will be happy to play the clip again, and you'll hear that at no point does
Seriously?
No. At no point does the president say from the Earth.
Well, there actually is a little bit more audio. Let's listen.
Let me say again, I am going to literally and physically, under my own power, jump from the big, beautiful Earth to the moon. Literally, me jump. Earth to moon.
Senator, your reaction.
Look, the American people have overwhelmingly supported this president and his policies, and I think we need to trust that he knows exactly what he's doing.
While he sets off to jump to the moon.
You don't have to like it, Steve. And look, I'll tell you what, you should just keep up your anti-moon jump rhetoric, and you'll keep losing elections, and that's just fine with me.
Well, we'll have to leave it at that.
No, we don't have to leave it at that. Can we just let the viewer know that it's impossible for anyone to jump to the moon ever, at any point? Impossible?
Well, we always want to show both sides of an issue and have our viewers decide for themselves. That's part of what makes debates like this worthwhile.
It's not a debate.
Typical, just typical squelching free speech.
Well, gentlemen, we'll have to leave it at that. Coming up next in the studio, we'll have Kid Rock and Itzhak Rabin's daughter to discuss, are all swastikas bad? This is Newsnight with Burt Lemon.
Oh, for fuck's sake.